ourselves. Some of us are using gadgets of more than 1 million naira alone. We should also try to use this thing to see how we can actually add value to us too as well. So we can access some of these online platforms so that whenever we are busy, we don't have to really be in the class just to actually build our capacity. Another thing is the mobile apps for study on the go. We have some mobile apps too that we can actually put on our phone. Then we have digital resources and ebooks. You can download all these ebooks on our phone. Probably when you are going for a long journey that is about like an hour or 30 minutes or thereabout, you can actually, when you download some of these resources on your phone, you can actually be reading them before you get to your final destination. Then also virtual study group and forums. You can join forums, you can create a group among your peers. You have WhatsApp, you have Zoom, you have Google Meet, and so on and so forth, where you guys can actually meet together and try to collaborate and partner and teach yourself in a language that you can understand. We have AI-powered learning tools too as well, like ChatGPT today, Grammarly, and also you can actually make use of them to see. You can even try to do question, take it to ChatGPT to even correct for you, or Grammarly to see area that you are missing. All these things gives you early preparation before the exam. Then another thing is online mocks, exam, and practice text. Take time practice text on ICAN website or platform like Prepcast so that you can track your performance to identify areas of weakness. So technology is a tool that we can actually also adopt today. So in conclusion, I would like to state that starting early gives ICAN candidates a competitive advantage. It ensures that they are well prepared, confident, and ready to excel in their exam and future careers. Following this structured approach ensures a comprehensive discipline and effective preparation strategy. By staying consistent, practicing regularly, understanding examiner expectation, candidates can significantly increase their chance of passing the ICAN exam on the first attempt. By integrating technology into your ICAN preparation, you can improve efficiency, access quality resources, track progress effectively. The right tools and strategy can help you stay ahead and maximize your chances of passing. So success in the ICAN exam depend not just on knowledge, but how well you plan, apply, and manage time during the exam. About me, like I've said, I'm an investment banker, a financial and tax consultant. I started my career at DSU as a finance manager. Later, I joined Guarantee Trust Bank as a corporate banker. I left Guarantee Trust Bank to Mutual Capital International Limited, where I was the managing director and chief investment officer. Then I left to Mass Contractor, where I was the chief financial officer. From there, I went to Fulus Group, when I was the group chief financial officer, before I started driving my own vision. Today, I'm the founder, the MD and the CEO of Allard Finance Limited, a financial consulting and trading company based here in Abuja. I went to Eucharistic Nursery and Primary School in Ibowo, Lagos State. I obtained my WAEC certificate from Lagos State Model College, Ibola, in Lagos State. I graduated from LASU, Lagos State University. I'm currently running a master's degree in accounting at Nasarawa State University. I'm an associate accounting technician, which I obtained in 2010. I got qualified in 2012 before I finished my youth service. And I'm also a member of the Chartered Institute of Taxation of Nigeria. I'm a finance expert, an investment banker, a financial and tax consultant, business analyst specialist, and also a construction and real estate consultant. My sport is actually table tennis, and I always like to sit out when the time is there. So that is a little about me. Thank you, and thank you for giving this opportunity to make this wonderful presentation. Thank you.
Round of applause for our guest speaker today.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank
go
you,
ahead,
sir.
Mr.
Thank you, sir.
Oriyomi. You can go ahead.
Thank you so much, Prince. Oh my goodness. I think you have actually highlighted everything, and with that, everything was also done within how many minutes? You were even practicing what you are teaching. Thank you so much for that. And I so much believe that if everybody could actually have their own writing pad, just like me, they would have also jotted a lot of things from your discussion, ranging from why we need to become a chartered accountant, up to the importance of early preparation for ICAN exam, up to the steps to effective early preparation, as well as establishing a consistent study routine for effective preparation, and also understanding the examiner's requirement. But do you really know the part that got me best? It was the part of students not setting another question for them in the exam hall. I could always remember using this more often and often, but God bless you for also emphasizing on that. But sir, though you have said students always set questions for themselves in the exam hall, and you have discussed about the first point of contact to actually be using the material that has been given by the instructor before even using another study material. But how effective do you really consider the study material to be given by instructor compared to other resources that students can source for their exam?
Thank you for that question. The reality is that what you don't know is above you. The reason why you come to class to lecture is because you don't know. If you don't know, you won't come to class. And that is number one. Number two is that you are just approaching that particular topic for the first time. The lecturer tutoring you, that is your first contact. You have to use that one to not leverage on other materials and make comparison. Because it's that lecturer that you'll be meeting from time to time. Are you with me? You see, like for example, like FR, that we all know that the way IAS is being done here is the way public account is being solved in this center.
Yes.
Is the way public account will be solved in another center. But if you come to a course like PN, that you can have multiple formulas or method to solve a particular concept.
Exactly.
Now you ignore the first contact material or resources that was used for you to develop those that was used for you for a particular topic. You ignore that one and you now want to go and make use of another material. You get yourself confused. Whether you like it or not. It's when you master that one, then you can now use another techniques or method. Is at the end of the day, you now know which of the method suits you best. So the best strategy is that get yourself used to the material that the lecturer is using to teach you before any other material. That would not be like a build-up. I'll give you an example. When I was writing ICAN,
I'm just going to ask that. Please, I am just going to ask that. Because based on how you're speaking, it looks like you have actually passed through the stage, and this you have, though you said you have lectures in 2011, which I'm also looking forward to, but based on your experience, how do you really think that is the most effective strategy for preparation for ICAN exam?
That is what I'm saying, is that you have to connect yourself to the topic. The first material is your lecturer resources before any other material.
As you tap the current.
You have to connect yourself first. So the first point of call of resources should be your lecturer's resources first, before any other material. Then if you are not seeing a deviation in what the lecturer has given you and what you are seeing elsewhere, you cannot call the attention of the lecturer to other than, sir, this concept that you taught me in class, this is what you taught me, but this is what I'm seeing from another test. Can you give more? Can you expatiate further for me? Because you have signed a contract to be coming to a center for almost like 3 months. So why you will not ignore what the person is giving you and pick up something else? You will get yourself confused. For courses that have multiple methods to adopt, like me, like I was telling you, like me when I was writing my own exam, I know the kind of person I am. I can take 5 textbooks to read one topic, but the first material I will read first before that 5 topic will be the lecturer material first. Before I now go, at the end of the day, I will not pick the one I want to use in the exam, but I will not ignore my lecturer material for other textbooks. In fact, if I'm to solve questions, if I'm to solve any question, I will first practice the question the lecturer gave me in class first, the one he did in class, before I use others. Is when I understand that one, I will now look at other resources.
Thank you so much, Prince. Thank you so much, Prince. Please, it is really my pleasure to really host you, like I said earlier. And I'll be really looking forward to this. Please, based on your experience, with what you have also passed through, what are some common mistakes that you think students make while preparing for ICAN exam, and how can it be avoided?
Number one mistake is that they pile up.
The pile up.
They pile up.
How do we pile up?
Pile up is that they'll say they want to wait till like 1 month before the exam, before they start reading. It doesn't work that way.
Oh my goodness.
They pile up.
Oh my. But we actually have work that is taking off our time and other engagement.
Yeah, if you see, in my presentation, I said something that ICAN exam is a jealous program. You have to plan. You have to plan in line with your schedule. If you don't practice, you can't get it. Your schedule is what will determine the numbers of paper you need to take. The fact that A is taking 4 paper does not mean I must take 4 paper if my schedule does not allow me. This is quite different when we're in the university. All of us have a lot of commitment as of today. So students pile up, which is not, and they don't practice, and they don't do assignment. Most especially the students of today, the Gen Z. They don't practice.
Sir, you can say that again. They don't do assignment.
They don't do assignment.
But not doing assignment, sorry, please, not doing assignment will actually make the lecturer happy because you have nothing to mark.
They don't do assignment. You know, let me see. One of the things is that I tell people, like my students, if I'm going to introduce a new concept, I try to give 1 or 2 assignments or classwork, and I'll make sure they do it. Why? When they do it, when I now know when I now know the gap that exists, I will know where to devote my energy on. While it's a strategy that I do, I'll give something small for them to work on. And I'll tell you, the reason why I'm giving you this is that I want to see your response. That will guide me on which area I need to develop more of my energy on that particular concept. But if you don't do assignments and you don't do classwork, how will the lecturer be able to know where the gap exists? You can't give what you don't have.
Oh my goodness. That's magic. Wonderful. Thank you so much, Prince. Prince, I really know. Oh my goodness. What can I say? Okay, Prince, let's quickly take you to the exam techniques. Since I'm really talking to a lecturer, a former student, a professional in the industry who has also handled many projects successfully, and even a CEO in the area of finance. So let's say beyond our exam techniques, you know, you have actually been saying that we have to manage with our schedule, we have to do this thing, we have to do that. But Prince, are you really considering that candidates always face some burnout and discouragement during this preparation? So what advice can you really give that can really make them stay motivated?
See, number one is that for you to say you want to come and do ICAN, you've taken a decision. Nobody forced you.
Oh my goodness.
And there are people that they're actually forced to come and also do ICAN. It's about your intention. Number one, you have to first develop love for what you are doing. I will give you one. Let me give you one practical example. A student disliked a particular lecturer, and he came to report to me, and I told her that if you dislike this lecturer, you will not make this course.
Oh my God.
That whether you like it or not, you have to like the lecturer, because the moment you dislike, it blocks your level of assimilation psychologically. For exam purpose, just like him. After exam, you may dislike him. It's about interest. That is not a typical truth. If you are not interested, no matter how somebody will preach to you, nothing will happen. Let me give you another practical example. I have a student of mine who participated a lot in class in FA about some days ago, a guy, and he went for the exam, he failed. I was shocked. This guy normally answered my question, why will he fail? I tried to lecture him personally for him to do a retake. He went to the exam, he failed again. The boy now called me personally and said, Mr. Hafiz, don't waste your time. I have already told my father that I don't have interest in ICAN. This is what I have interest in. If he is his money, let him keep wasting his money. That was what the guy told me before I answered. So the person sitting beside you, you don't know his intention. You don't know his mind. Some people, they force them to come and do this program. Some people, they are doing it for status upgrade. Some people, they are doing it so that they can get promotion in the office. So our objectives are quite different. So when you see some people failing, not that they are not brilliant, probably their mind is not there. It's not what they want to do. So it's about passion, motivation.
Thank you
So
so
it's
much,
about
Prince. Please, I'm sorry, I'm going to cut everything short, and in the next 1-2 minutes, I am going to release my audience to actually ask questions, because I so much believe you are actually highlighting the pain point of candidates, and my audience would like to also ask questions personally in some areas that I may not be asking. But Prince, let me take you to the examination, which will actually guide about my preparation. How do you think candidates can approach theory and practical components of ICAN exam differently? Because, do you know why I'm asking? You really discussed about the exam approach and the examiner's requirements. So what approach do you think students can follow for both theory and practical components of the ICAN exam?
Number one, you see, in the exam hall is an exam of 3 hours. And
you mentioned that.
Yeah, and there is some question they will say attempt 4, some question will say they will say attempt 5. The reality is, one of the things that used to kill us is when you have, you can't know all questions at the same capacity level.
God bless you. Yes, sir.
It's not possible. You can't know questions at the same capacity level. But I normally tell people, start from your strong parts. Start from your strong parts. Then allocate time. If it is attempt 4 question, okay, let me use FA as an example. FA has 20 OBJ, 6 theory question, then you have to attempt 4. I'll tell my students, use 10 minutes to scan through the question from OBJ down to theory. 20 minutes, use it to answer your OBJ. 1 minute per question. 30 minutes is gone. 30 minutes is gone. Then you have 2 hours, 30 minutes left. On each of those questions, don't spend more than 30 minutes. The moment you know you have exhausted 30 minutes, just stop and move to the next question.
Wow.
The moment you know you've exhausted 30 minutes again, stop at that one again, wherever you are, move to the next one, number 3. The moment you spend your 30 minutes, you didn't finish, wherever you stop there, move to the next one. Now, you have 30 minutes left. That 30 minutes left, you can come and use it to complete from each and every one that you have done. The exam the pass mark is 50. The person has scored 50 and 99. If they ask you, did you pass FA? The answer is yes.
Yes, exactly.
There's a difference between 49 and 50. The difference between 49 and 50 is another 6 months of hard labor.
God bless you.
It's another 6 months of hard labor. The difference between 49 and 50 is another 6 months of hard labor. But 50 and 99, pass is pass. You have attempted all questions.
Thank you.
The key strategy is time planning, it is time management, which a lot of students lack. Time management is the problem. Most students, not that some students are not good. You will see someone spending 1 hour on a question when he still have 3 questions to go with.
Now,
time management
please.
Is the key.
Thank you so much. Please, you see the way you have just applied it to FA. Can you assist us to also apply it to any of the course in skills or professional level? Either FR, SFM, CR, or case study, as I know.
Okay, like financial reporting. Financial reporting has a compulsory question of 30 marks.
Exactly.
And you have another 4, I think section B, one is 20, 2020 and 1010. I can't, as if is it
Yes,
15 15?
exactly.
Okay, one another two of 2020, the another 15 15.
Yes.
For financial reporting, you must not use more than 15 minutes to scan through the question.
Are we noting it?
15 minutes.
Hmm.
Then 40.
Network free me. Yes, sir, I can hear you. I can hear you. Sorry, can anybody hear me? Network free yours.
Mr. Romat, I can hear you, but I can't hear Prince Hafiz
I
anymore.
think it's his network. Please, let's hold on a bit for him.
Okay.
Prince, you can go, your network. Oh my God, not this time of allocation. My dear participants, I sincerely apologize for the network challenges that my speaker is experiencing. Please, let's hold on a bit. He will join us back shortly. Let's hold on. He's going to join us back shortly.
We will soon move to America because of this network challenge.
Apology for that. Network has actually been some kind of stuff.
Arabi, you want to move to America? That's good.
So my dear all, to those that are just joining us, we have actually been discussing about the key exam success, which is actually early preparation. And those that have really been with us can just attest that the speaker is actually doing justice. Prince Ismail is actually doing justice to the discussion, being that is actually an experienced professional and also a lecturer of ICAN exam as well. He's bringing in all his wealth of experience, both industry and academically, to actually discuss with us about early preparation, a key to passing ICAN exam. And if I can, just know that you can as well. In a few minutes, he's going to join us back.
Yeah, Mr. Hafiz, can you confirm you're here? Okay, I think it's gone again. It was here just a moment.
We apologize, everybody. We are trying to solve the network issues. Apology, please.
Initialize on video.
Okay.
Hello?
Mr. Hafiz is
Hello? Hello?
Hello, sir. Welcome back, sir.
Sorry, I lost you. It's the network.
Yes.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear
as
you.
I was saying,
Okay.
as I was saying that for financial reporting now, that has about, I think you need to answer 5 questions for 30 marks.
Yes.
Most at times we need to prepare financial statements. I know how tedious it is in preparing financial statements. I do tell my students, once you've used 15 minutes to scan through the question, that compulsory question, don't spend more than 45 minutes. This is what have made most students fail financial reporting today. Some people spend more than 1 hour on question 1 and you still have 4 questions to go. How do you want to pass? Don't spend more than 45 minutes in that compulsory question. 1 hour is go. You have 2 hours left. For each of the 4 questions that you are going to answer, don't spend more than 20 minutes on each and every one of them. And when you do that, you have 40 minutes to come back and review what you have done from beginning to date. You still have 40 minutes left. Because in FR, let me tell you, in FR, what they mark is your step, not your final answer.
Thank you.
What you are doing in 3 hours is what some company will do for 12 months. You are being asked to prepare a published account. What for to prepare a financial statement? This is activities of 12 months. So they know accountant has been designed to be a tedious task from the one. What the examiner want to test is your principle, is your understanding. Do you understand this thing? Some people will be going to be the test. I want to go and balance account. Who does that? Do your posting. Wow. Let your posting be right.
Wow.
Then you move on. Your posting is the principle that they want to examine. Do you really know it? So you must be able to allocate. And once you exit it, you move to the next one. Like case study. In case study now, your appendix is just 16 marks out of 100. Your appendix.
Network free me.
Okay, Mr. Williami, I think we need to start rounding up. I'm sure the students are so interested. But...
Yes, I just want to take 1 or 2 questions with the for my audience.
Yeah,
because I know that
side, I can see Mr. Olarewaju Olushola is still in the office, man. I can honestly, I don't have people that that live in Lagos and work in Lagos. Welcome back, Mr. Hafiz Ismaila.
Mr. Hafiz, Prince Hafiz, thank you so much for that contribution. So my audience, if you have a question or two for my speaker and my host, please, let's do that by signifying our hand or drop the question on the chat box. If you have a question, let's do that by signifying. You can signify by raising your hand or drop the question in the chat box. Across all our platform, you can actually drop your question. Temitope, please assist me on our other social media if you have any question therein. Okay, my dear all, I shall go with the first person here on my list, 588296. Please, when I ask you to unmute yourself, just go straight to your question. Don't worry, you have greeted us. Okay, and you have just a minute to do that. 588296. Any question? Unmute yourself. Five 5826. Unmute yourself.
Maybe that person doesn't intend to ask a question. Is there another question from anyone?
What are the best techniques to pass peace out? Please, Ismail, we have a question which is asking about the best techniques to pass PSAP. PSAP is public sector accounting and finance. Any other question? I'm noting that. I mean, that's noted. Any other question?
Yeah, I don't think there are much questions. I think Prince Hafiz did justice to the topic today. And
honestly speaking,
it's so just easy to understand. And I'm even surprised that most students stayed up this late to still listen to him. So all the areas were fully covered, and the point was apt. So there's no shortcut to this, to be honest. There's no shortcut to becoming a chartered accountant. Yes, I can tell you categorically that we have seen situation whereby students prepared within a very short period and still pass the exams. But I will tell you one thing, don't gamble. Don't gamble with ICAN exams. Like Mr. Hafiz said, the difference between 49 and 50 is that 49 is another six months with hard
Hard
labor.
labor.
It's not a joke. You understand? After burning the candles, attending classes, then think about the financial implication also. For me, that's even the most painful time. Well, apart from the money, even if you have the money, some people have the money, but look at the pain you go through for 6 months. Then so get everything right from the beginning. People will say, oh, if I start early, I would forget towards the end of the exams. Well, there are different perspectives to this. You understand? But I will tell you, this is why I said get a jotter. And I think Mr. Hafiz also mentioned that in his presentation. Get a
Exactly.
jotter where you will do jottings. And we also discussed this at our last session. You understand? The essence of that jotter is not for you to rewrite the ICAN study pack or to rewrite your lesson notes. It's for you to jot things down so that once you see these things, you will start remembering everything you have read. So I feel Mr. Hafiz touched all areas, both what we covered at the last session with more things that he spoke about. He touched all areas, all you need to do. I think, Mr. Hafiz, with your permission, let me share the slides with them so that they can also go through it again.
Okay, no, it's fine. You can share this. You can share it. It's already,
Thank you,
it's
sir.
allowed. Permission granted. You
Yes,
can
thank you
share
so
it to
much. I
the,
really appreciate
yes.
that. So, okay, Ogene, I don't know. You can unmute yourself and ask your question. I hope I pronounced that well. Okay, Ogene.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening.
Okay, thank you so much, sir, for the lecture this evening. Please, I want to get something straight. Let's say, for instance, we want to answer question number 2, and it has A, B, and C. Should we write A in a different page, B in a different page, C in a different page? Or since it's just one particular number question, we can write the answer for B at the back of A.
Okay, you
Thank
know what? Okay, you see, I don't know how they used to call that page or something. I don't know how, except let me see if I can get. I think you can see my video. I'm come. Let me get a book so that I can demonstrate practically on what I mean. Now, you see, this is how it works. This is your booklet for the exam. Are we together? Now, if you open your booklet, let's assume you are answering question 1 here. You are answering question 1 here. Even though if you stop at the middle of question 1, you move to the next, is it the next leaf or the next leaf, and start the other question there. So each question should carry its own leaf. Hello?
Yeah, I can see you, sir.
Each question should carry its own leaf. If, for instance, question 1 ends at the middle here, don't start question 2 there or at the back. No, go to a new leaf or a new page, a new leaf entirely, and start question 2. Every question should be on a different leaf, not page.
So my
Did you get
question
it?
is if question 2 has option A, B, and C, should each
Yes.
option be on a separate page?
No. You can continue since it's still the same number.
Okay.
Since it's still the same number.
Yeah,
Not that
this
you
is
now
still
do
the same number.
question 2A here and you do question 3B here on the same page. No. On the same
Yeah.
leaf. No.
If it's the same, if
Every
it's still
question
the
should
same
stand alone
question
on
number.
the different leaf.
Yes, if it's still the
Every
same question
question should
number, you
stand
can
alone on
use
the
the
different
same
leaf.
page. But make sure you write A, B to differentiate. You understand?
Okay.
Yes. But you can still
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. I really appreciate it.
and make sure you don't write in the area. There will be an area, that margin rule. You are not supposed to write in that margin. That margin by the left, extreme left, and at the extreme right. You are not supposed to write in those margin. So make sure you don't write anything in those margin also.
Okay. Thank you, sir. That means, just for instance, that question number 2 has A, B, and C. Each of the options will be on this fresh sheet.
Yes, on a different leaf, yes.
No, not on the, if it's the same
Oh, you are
number.
getting it confused.
No, don't get it confused. If it's 2A, 2B, 2C, you can write it on the same page. It's fine. And you can arrange it anyhow. You can start with 2C, then go to 2A, then 2B. You can write it continuously, you understand, on the same pages. That's fine. But you can't write the same question number, like question 2, question 3, question 4. You cannot write them together on the same page. It has to be on different pages
Okay. Thank you
On
so much,
different
sir.
leaf. On different leaf.
or different leaves. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
All right, you're welcome.
Amarachi Victoria.
Thank you so much, sir. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
So I really enjoyed the presentation. It was very nice. So for those of us that are writing, that are supposed to write, how many can we write if we want to combine? Now,
For those that what? For those that do. Okay, are you talking about courses combination?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
For which level? Skills, professional, or foundation?
Yes, sir.
Eh?
What level, sir?
For which level?
Level, sir.
Skills level.
Is it skills or professional?
Skills. Skills.
Okay, for skills. Okay, if it is for skills, I normally advise students to combine FRPM and CSME together.
Okay.
FRPM and CSME.
Okay, so they can combine it like at least 3.
3 years. FR, CRs, and CSME. Most especially for people that are coming from foundation.
Okay.
Then you take the last 3, the next day. Then if it is professional, I used to tell people, if you are doing 3 in professional, write SFM, CR, and case study at the same time. Because there's a linkage between CR and SME in case study. For example, in case study now, requirement number 1 is also linked to CR, whether you like it or not. While requirement number 2, you may be lucky, because in requirement number 2, if it is not project analysis, it will be business analysis. And project analysis is where we have all those MPVs, which we must have been taught well in SFN.
Okay. So, Mr. Hafiz, you said combining CR, SFM, and case study.
And case study.
Sir, don't you think those are 3 powerful courses?
That's why I'm saying that, you see, SFM and CR is part of case study, whether you like it or not.
Yes.
You know, case study is the entire knowledge you are applying there. Because in case study, you need knowledge of financial analysis, which you must have done in CR at that particular diet, as a course, as a topic. You need knowledge of project analysis, which you must have done in SFM. So at that point, those knowledge are still current and they are still fresh. And you need application of those 2 topics in your case study.
That's true. Yes. Yes, I think those are that would be, I don't think there's any other question, but if you have more questions, you can always reach out to us by our customer
Please,
support.
I have a question.
Okay, go ahead, please. That will be the last question we'll be taking tonight. I mean, there's work tomorrow and everybody needs to go to bed now. So let's take the last question. Go ahead.
Okay. Like what you're talking about combining the courses. What about people that want to write the 6 courses? Is it possible?
6?
Yes. For the skills level.
Hello, I've said it. ICAN, you can even write 10 if it's possible. It depends on your availability and planning
And capacity.
and capacity. See,
Okay.
when we were writing in those, well, for people like us, we're writing when we're in school, so we're writing all at the same time because we are not working, so it was easier. But it's your schedule that will determine the numbers of paper that you write. If your schedule allow you to write the whole paper, fine, you write it. Because the most important thing is that you must be able to have time to read and to revise what you have been taught in class. It's not about going to class. Like I get annoyed when I see student that comes to class for the whole diet and they'll still go and attend intensive classes again. And now I will call them. As which time will you now have to revise what you have been taught before now? Why are you going for intensive? Why must you
Okay.
wait for intensive? That means you lack proper planning. The time that you are supposed to use it to do your own personal study, you now still go and wait it and sit in
In the
intensive
class.
classes again for topics that you have been taught before that day. And I'll tell them, not that I don't like money. I like money because the more you people go for intensive, the more the center will pay me per head. But I have to say the truth for my conscience.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Prince, for that.
You need that time to prepare. It's key. Your own personal study is key. No lecturer will give you 100% everything in class, no matter how good the lecturer is. You
Yeah.
can't get 100%. It's not possible. The remaining part, you have to go and fix it up yourself.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So thank you so much, Prince, and thank you so much, everyone, for being part of this insightful section. We've had the privilege of gaining a valuable knowledge and practice advice from our esteemed guest, Prince Ismail Hafiz. And I am sure that all of you really found this session enlightening. And one of the key takeaways from today's discussion is the early and consistent preparation that truly make a significant differences in passing the ICAN examination, has been discussed with us by Prince. And I want you to know that success doesn't happen overnight. It is built over time with discipline, determination, and the right strategy, as discussed with us. As you leave this session tonight, I encourage you to take action on what you've learned today. Develop a study plan, stay disciplined, and most importantly, believe in your ability to succeed. On behalf of ICAN Online Tutor, I want to thank you all once again for your participation, and do not hesitate to reach out to us for more guidance and support throughout your ICAN journey. We are available across all the social platforms. Thank you so much, Prince, for honoring our invitation. Thank you so much, all participants. A big and huge thank you to my IoT support system and my host, Mr. Ridwan Teslim Layeni. Thanks so much, everybody. Wish you all success in your exam and beyond. Have a great evening. I remain your co-host, Oriyomi Kasali, popularly known as Your Mic. Thank you, everyone, and do have a wonderful good evening. Bye for now.
Bye. Bye, everyone.
All right,
Thank you,
thank you.
Mr. Hafiz. Thank you, Mr. Yomite. Have a good night rest.
Thank you, sir. You guys should go and sleep. Oh.
Yeah, let's leave.
Time for sleeping.